Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Now, last time out, we picked up some nitrogen from Frankfurt and started making our way over to Rostock. We almost ran out of fuel, but it is a good thing that I checked before we left and we only had a 23% fuel, which was down to, I think, 14% or 13% by the time we pulled into the filling station to top up the diesel. So we have managed to top up the fuel. We then continued up to the next filling station just north of Kassel, as you can see, but south of Hanover, and we are going to be continuing our journey today, finishing off in Rostock. I have had some difficulty with driving the vehicle, driving trucks after the last update. I think there might be a slight glitch with the physics, or the physics has changed a little, because the truck does feel a little bit more, I say a little bit more, a lot more floaty than it used to. It feels like there is a lot less mass under the truck, which is really, really strange. So I need to look into that, but for now I'm just going to have to deal with it, and we shall see what happens. So make sure you stay tuned, and we will continue the journey up motorway, Autobahn. Is this the Autobahn? Perhaps Autobahn number 7, then joining up to number 1, past Hamburg, and then number 20 over to Rostock. Now, the first thing I want to do before we continue is just take the screenshot here, and I just want to show you because I had it all set up and I think it looks rather nice. I might use that for the thumbnail. I may not. Never know. Anyway, let's get on with the drive. So, in we are. Hello? Head tracking? Yes, that's fine. Good. We have plenty of fuel. Let's pop it into the right gear. I cannot see any vehicle. It is difficult to see, but there seems to be no vehicle there. There is a vehicle there, though. Okay. Here we go. I say here we go. Thank you, head tracking, for doing that. Headlights are now on. That person apparently has his or hers or whatever fog lights on. Could be a robot. Its fog lights on. But we shall continue on our way. Speaking of dimming things, which I was mentioning in the last video, towards the end of the last video, I have actually dimmed the displays in the cockpits here, because they were just a little bit too bright at night and hard to see. So this should make it much easier to see what I'm doing. So we shall continue on our merry way. Gearing, of course, is going to be very important, so I'm trying to improve my gear changes whilst driving lorries to keep up the speed as best as I can, but I'm still not very good at it. You see, even at this speed, it feels a little bit floaty, and I'm not sure why. I really am not sure. Not looking to really speed too much. We're doing about 55 miles per hour. I just hope we do not have to come off the motorway at any point soon. We shouldn't have to, because we're continuing along this all the way up past Hanover, which is where we're coming up to now. I think this should be okay. Oh, yes, this is one of those... this is one of those annoying ones. ETS2 standard ones, which is no good. It's funny, everything now looks... well, for the most part, everything seems to have gone rather black and white. Obviously, I know there's more colour to it, but it's just the way it looks. Everything in front just seems to have gone black and white. Which, of course, is what it is like in real life. When you're driving and things start getting dark. And the faster things go dark, the more you notice that everything's just turned to grey. And then the only lights you see are the lights... the only colour you see are the lights, the tail lights of cars, indicators, and your own lights inside the vehicle. Right, going past this Cloverleaf Junction, I do not like Cloverleaf Junctions, at least not in the way Euro Truck Simulator 2 does them. They are not very good, in my opinion, anyway. I guess I can stay in this lane. We've got plenty of time. No need to rush. No, apparently we do need to swap out lanes. Because Euro Truck Simulator 2. I can see the road markings saying that this is different, so it's a good thing I read those. Not just the road signs, I did actually mean road markings. The lane dividers changed. So I'm glad that is something that happens in other countries as well. That is something that we have in the UK. I wonder, do you have that, for those people watching that might be from the United States, do you have that in the United States? The fact that as you come up to a junction, lane markings change to inform you that you are approaching a junction, and slip roads and all of that kind of stuff. It would be interesting to know. So I'll slow down a little bit more. Just ease off the accelerator here. We are going slightly uphill, so I'm going to go into a lower gear. There we go. And we are continuing straight. That's perfectly fine. Oh, did I just see a flash of indicator there? And there. Okay, slight glitch in the road there. As we continue on our journey now into the night. Not too far to go, actually. So I think it would be interesting because I have no idea quite how far I have to go, but also how long it is going to take. We're still on Autobahn number 7. It indeed is the Autobahn. So I'm going to need this lane again. Continue along at no more than 60. Oh, we have a... Oh dear. Let's pull over here. What's happened? Is this a fire? It is a fire. So we'll have to just continue along our way. Oh, lots of blue. Just continue moving back into our lane. Oh, that person wants to do exactly the same. I think I'm okay here. Please let this be the right. Please let this be the right road. It is the right road. Great. So one thing that I have learnt is that being unfamiliar with roads is a really big deal. Obviously, being from the UK and having grown up, how do I, it's telling me to go across lanes, but I can't, there we go. I was going to say, it's telling me to come across lanes, but there's a solid white line there. Having grown up in the UK, having travelled a lot around parts of the UK, it isn't, you're being really stupid. That car was being extremely stupid. Again, that's just AI. In real life, they would actually move. Having travelled around a lot of places in the UK, from Edinburgh to Carlisle to Birmingham, London, Cardiff, Bristol, Swindon, that area. So West Country, down into Kent, Cambridge, or Cambridgeshire, even through Cambridge, and all of that area. So really quite a distance. Manchester, Liverpool, York, Lincoln. Oh dear. Now, last time that's happened, it preceded a crash. Concerning. But having travelled along in a lot of areas, I understand the roads and the road network and the signs and all of that kind of stuff. It strikes me as incredibly important to, even with a GPS, know where you're going. Have a rough idea as to where you are going, where you're headed. Because if you do not have that idea, and your GPS fails, or you read a road sign wrong, or anything along those sorts of lines, it's going to cause you trouble, and a lot of it. So you really want to make sure that you're aware of where you're going, you are aware of the roads, you're aware of what the road signs are going to look like. That's also really important. Whatever country you're in, what are the road signs going to look like, so that you know what to expect. Once that's clear, go for full beams. Because if you do not understand what road signs are going where, and what the different colours mean, for example, then you could get confused, and that could cause problems. I am very much speeding. There we go. That's better. So I think you do need to be very aware of those kind of things. Just realised that the full beams really do not light up much more, which is annoying. Because we are now just driving through the dark. It is 10 minutes past 10. So, Although I think I see our destination. Rostock inbound. 90 kilometers to Rostock, so 52 miles, 53 miles? No, it's not 53 miles, is it? It's 56 miles. That's more like it. But yes, again, just my personal opinion, I think that if you are out and about in different countries, be aware of what things look like, especially if you're driving. If you're driving, this is really important. What things look like, what the signs look like, where you're expected to go, areas near where you're expecting to go, just in case you do not see the sign for the place you want to go, because that is something that sometimes happens. So for example, if you are, let's say you're traveling to I don't know, a place in the UK, the Lake District, for example. It's a lovely place in the UK, north of the UK, quite close to Scotland on the west side, so north of Liverpool, that area. It doesn't tell you the Lake District for quite a while, so if you're on the M6, it will say the north. That is how it will say. It will say the north, and then there will be a sign that comes up saying the lakes. It won't just say the Lake District or Lake Windermere or anything like that. And let's say you want to go to Lake Windermere. You need to be aware that the signs, if you're driving from, I don't know, London, you need to be aware that the signs you're going to be looking for are going to say the north and then the lakes. And you want to be going past places like Liverpool, and you want to be going past other places like that. So you need to be aware of these sorts of things, just in case. There we go, the vehicle is understeering again. Very strange. So that's just my opinion. Certainly for people, let's say people going to other countries from the UK, same thing applies. Just be aware as to where you are headed, and things that are going to be around, just in case the signs do not point you to the direction you are expecting, which may very well happen. We should start slowing down now. Looks like we're coming up into Rostock. So I'll just keep slowing the vehicle down. And there is a red light. Okay, so where is my... Oh, we got a Renault truck dealer. Do not want to know. Down to third. We are turning off in this direction too, and we get caught at the traffic light. Hooray! That was actually a reasonable stop from me. I could continue straight if I wanted to, but I think I'll just follow the instructions here. This time around, I come back that way if need be. I have to say, driving a lorry is a pretty interesting thing to do. I know nowadays, having spoken to real life lorry drivers in the UK, trucks like these, they're all automatic. Certainly not manual anymore, which I think ruins the experience personally. But nevertheless, it's pretty good. Looks like I'm delivering it from one potential refinery to another. There we go. Oh, this should be a very easy drop off. I'll just drive straight into that bay and job done. Sometimes it's nice when it gives you this. So the way I've done this is I've set it up to give me random drop off points. That's the idea. So you never know what you're going to get. You could get a really easy one or a really difficult one. In this case, it looks like it's given me a really, really easy one, which I'm grateful for. And there we go. T to unload, and it's actually been quite a short video, but apparently I got excellent. I'm hoping that goes to level 21. It does, and that is what I was after. Let's have a quick look at the current job offers. Oh, unassigned skill points. Now, should I get the last one, which is that poisonous, toxic? Or should I go for low distance, fragile cargo, eco driving? I think fuel saved is a big deal now. Given the fuel prices, I could go for that. I could go for... I've not yet done a delivery that's more than 900 miles. I've not even done a 900 mile delivery yet. But I'll come back to that skill. I think I'll come back to that skill. Let's just have a look at what is available here. Ooh. Interesting. There's a few things available here. Again, mostly new roads. Mostly new roads. How far is that? 518. See, yes, I've only done... That was probably a 500 mile journey. Nothing more. 374. I just do not do long journeys. Let's let's just have a look at the world map. We've got a little bit of time. Pop into Rostock. Let's see if I go over here, see what I can do, and also check what level 21 has brought for me. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Without crashing into anything. Yeah, we're okay. So I'll just continue out in this direction. Are you coming this way? No, you're going the other way. We'll go along here and then we'll turn. Where should we turn? Turn in here? Sure. Let's just cut across a little. Rostock really has not been built much since the start. See, look at the truck tip. That's a lot more tipping than I would expect. Let's go into here. Watch the bump. There we go. And we are where we need to be. There we go. Engine off, handbrake on, lights off. And go in here. Let's just service our truck. Probably 1,000. Yeah, 1,500. That's been serviced. Let's go have a look at the truck configuration. Missing mod detected. What is it? Okay. What was it? Well, I'll confirm that to start with. I have no idea what that mod was. But fine. So we've got quite a few options now. Some more come along at level 22. Which we're currently level 21, but that's okay. Here we go. We've got that engine's fine. I think our gearbox is probably perfectly fine. That's fine. Yep, that is fine. Colors, I'm not going to mess around with. I'm fine with that unless we want Argos. What I'm looking for is to see if there's anything new over here. Oh dear. Please don't crash. Thank you. Okay. We have the option of a new roof grille. Ranger. What will that do? You know, I guess I could run. Could I run a roof grille? Would it look okay with a roof grille? I think it'd look rather silly. What can I put on said roof grille? Quite a lot, apparently. What on earth are these? I have no idea what those are. Never really seen them. There are now a lot more in the way of lights. There's just a lots more. Half these things I have no idea. Oh look, I could put a blue 3, blue 2. What does blue 2 do? That's what blue 2 does. What does blue 1 do? That's what blue 1 does. What does blue? Blue is just static. So you've got pattern 1. Pattern 1 inverse offset. Blue 2, okay. If we wanted police lights, we could have these sorts of lights. Again, I wish that the colours would sort of match. It's the lack of matching colours that's a little annoying. We could have flashing pink lights if we wanted. Anybody want flashing pink lights? I'd rather not. Purple, just everything. I don't particularly like those. I mean, I would like them if they were... Oh, those ones are actually the right colour. I was going to say I would like them if they rotated. Which, it just doesn't look right. The rotation just does not look right. It isn't an actual... It's not a rotating beacon. Unfortunately. I would have thought that would be great, but unfortunately not. Hang on a minute. And it still doesn't match the colour. Right, get rid of this, get rid of this. Don't need it. Goodbye. Anything else that is new? Yes, something down here. What is it? Oh, it's probably Ranger, right? No, accent. We apparently have an accent. Well, hello there. Sorry. All chrome. No, I like how this looks right now. Stuff at the back. Equipment towers. Oh wow, that's quite an equipment tower. Oh dearie me, now that's a little bit much, I would say. We could have the flat one. Oh no, that's still not. It's not as flat as I thought it would be. Short. That's a short. No. Apparently we cannot have that. Okay, no. Let's just go right back to this. Stick with that. Okay. Then we've got various different exhaust stacks. We've got 6 normal. What do we have right now? 1 short. Right, let's have a look at 2 normal. Well, that just cuts through that. Appalling. 4 normal. At least that's behind. 6 normal? Now that just looks a bit like Optimus Prime at the back. Interesting. I do like having exhaust stacks at the top. 5 long. Yeah, then I've got to be worried about clearance there. Let's just go right back to what we have, which is 1 short. We'll deal with the rest at a later time. Let's have a look over here. Rear mounted batteries, paint 3. Okay, then we have no lights, so I can put lights back on. Streamline paint. There we go, put the lights back in. That's looking okay. Yeah, I'd say that looks okay. What did we have here before? Just stock paint. Yeah, no, that works. Let's have a look at these lights just to end this video, because these lights are seemingly not really flashing in the way they should. So let's look for... I'm going to go amber. Oh, what does that look like? Oh, that's just an LED light. Oh, that's no good. Let's look for orange. Maybe orange. Oranger? Yes. Orange and oranger. Terrible. I mean... Okay. I think I'm going to have to do something here. Yeah, I have an idea. So you're that. You're going to be that. Shows a faster pattern. Well, actually, to be fair, that actually looks quite good. It's the way in which the flares work on that really works. I'm starting to like that, and obviously coming up to the end of video there. I'm going to do something here. Let's see. Orange. But that doesn't have the flares. Why do you not have the right flares? I have no idea. One inverse, that one. Let's try that. Let's have a look at how this works. That's the part I really do not like. See, I like that flash. That bit I'm not keen on. Let me leave that for now. I will remove, I think down here, I'll go for orange 3 offset, inverse offset, and orange 3 offset. Let's have a look at how that works. The timing on that is really poor. Orange 3 inverse and orange 3. Oh, actually, I'll swap that around. I'll go, you go to inverse, you go to orange 3. There we go. I mean, that looks like a... That could work, that could work. Go back up here. Get rid of the orange. Where's my... How do I access the... Not that. Not that. I want to access the... Oh, how do I access it? I know there's a way to do it. Is it this one? No. Great! I've lost my access to that beacon light. Is it that one? There we go. Okay. It's not quite as orange as I want. Although I could put this in. And I could manually add what I want into here. So for example, if I now go orange, and I then go over to this side and just as a check, they're very orange. Why are they more orange than the other lot? Why do you do this to me? Or are they more orange? Interesting. Hold on. I'm going to check that. They may not be more orange. But what I will say is that let's see. Let's try this, just as out of curiosity. So I think this might do something for us here. Just at the front, and then here we'll go inverse, inverse. This is important. May not seem it, but it is important. Now everything's matching, and that's what I want. I want everything to match. Just that bit that I'm not particularly keen on. Although it's not terrible. It really is not terrible. I guess I could live with it. He says orange and orange inverse. There we go. I think that could do. That could do quite nicely. So with that, I'm going to end this particular video. It's costing me a little, but that's perfectly alright. I might go ahead and do a few more little changes, but that is where I'm going to end it. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think, any suggestions you may have, any topics you wish for me to discuss. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your supports would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. Last of all, join my Discord. There is a link in the description box below for a Discord join. You'll get access to a couple of channels just to build up the community. That is all from me. I'll see you next time in Euro Truck Simulator 2.